Our second morning began with a smooth, rhythmic rocking of the cabin. Opening our eyes, we realized that our liner had entered the famous Drake Passage, the very place where the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans merge and some of the strongest storms of the planet often rage. So, to be honest, initially I was very afraid of seasickness and prepared for the worst in advance. But to our great delight, on our first day, the ocean greeted us with relatively calm waves. My husband joked that the secret to feeling good in the Drake Passage is simple. You just had to drink a couple of glasses of Aperol less the night before. So we stretched with pleasure, got dressed, and headed to the restaurant for breakfast. Fresh sea air outside the windows, delicious food, and endless blue expanses of the ocean created an amazing feeling of freedom and peace. After breakfast, all passengers gathered in the central lecture hall for a very important general briefing. Expedition leader Katya explained the strict rules of visiting Antarctica in details. And Antarctica is the cleanest and most untouched continent on Earth. So the main task of every traveler is to leave absolutely no traces of their presence here. We were explained the biosecurity rules in detail. During landing, it is strictly forbidden to sit on the snow, kneel down, or touch the terrain. Every accidental grain of sand, plant seed, or microscopic dirt brought on shoes from another region of the world can cause irreparable harm to the fragile local ecosystem. Right after the environmental briefing, an exciting lecture about the polar birds of Drake Passage began. Experienced ornithologists told us about giant wandering albatrosses and swift petrels that can live in the open ocean for years without even landing on solid ground. Oh my god! Armed with knowledge, binoculars, and telephoto camera lenses, we immediately went out onto the open upper deck. A whole dozen proud birds soared behind the stern of our vessel. That was amazing. They glided with beautiful grace right over the surface of the splashing waves, following the air currents from the ship. And observing these majestic creatures against the backdrop of harsh polar waters was a real delight. The second half of the day passed entirely in preparation for upcoming landings. First, we underwent a strict biosecurity procedure. Guides thoroughly vacuumed and cleaned every fold on our personal pants and jackets with stiff brushes. Then, we were issued branded bright polo parkas and helped to select heavy rubber boots with high soles for landing on ice. After that, the team of guides held a detailed 2-hour briefing dedicated to the next 2 days of our expedition. Oh my god, a lot of information. We were shown detailed maps of the coastline, told about all planned landing sites, and taught how to behave correctly when meeting wild animals. In the evening, a festive captain's reception took place in the main restaurant. We met the ship captain Vitaly again and solemnly raised our glasses to a successful voyage, smooth water, and good weather. The ship's chief surpassed himself and prepared a truly royal dinner: a giant baked lobster, exquisite king crab tartare, and fresh black caviar. The level of culinary skill on board turned out to be incredibly high. So my husband and I joked that after such gastronomic masterpieces in the middle of the Drake Passage, it would be very difficult for us to return to ordinary food in Buenos Aires, which turned out to be true. The day ended with a fun quiz in the ship bar, which was conducted entirely in English. The team asked funny questions about history and geography, and to one of the questions about IKEA, I guess, where employees were given cake ingredients, my husband even managed to be the first to give the correct answer. That was cool. So, the second day of our journey is behind us. In the next episode, a long-awaited moment awaits us. Our first landing on shore, a meeting with thousands of penguins, and an unexpected surprise from Buenos Aires. The list of the 10 most interesting English words from this episode is waiting for you in our Telegram channel. The link is in the description below the video, so go check it out, subscribe, and learn with us. And see you in the next one!